top stories tonight. Colby West gets a Kaestle, Russ Henshaw keeps the Danes dancing in Val Thorens, Elias Ambühl goes for a play in the street, and Markus Eder is one step closer to X. Dude, I'm awesome at this. But first tonight, Candide the Friendly Ghost is back. And gone again. His 2-year movie deal with Quicksilver will make him a memory on the Freeride World Tour as he follows the lead of T. Rice and will chase the deepest power around the world, only to emerge 24 months later with what is sure to be nothing short of an epic. Eva Patcharder has just signed up with Spider Outerwear as she re-establishes herself as one of the freshest things in women's free skiing. In the big mountain world, Henrik Winstedt is sitting pretty on top of the Freeride World Tour ladder, ahead of Frenchies Adrien Courrier and Oriane Ducrot. Huh. The undisputed funny man of free skiing, Colby James West, has signed a 4-year deal with Kaestle. But don't be fooled into thinking he's their only shining star. He also joins a heavy-hitting team of Chris Davenport and Hugo Harrison. Danish legend Michael Fugman has once again hosted one of the sickest big airs of the season. With a stacked field, big jump, and a plethora of highly inebriated Danish party bandits, this event was awesome. And athletes were gurgling at the blurter to hit the beautiful sculpture manicured by David Nee and the Scandinavian Shapers. Once the event got underway, shit really hit the fan. Frodo came very close to a triple 14. Markus Eder forgot to pack his dub 12 and took a couple of nasty beatdowns. And Russ Henshaw was hungry for a knuckle sandwich. After realising he was allergic to the knuckle, Russ began to slay. As did Elias Ambühl, who was killing it with some of the sickest dubs ever seen. In the end, the Frostgun belonged to Russ, as he picked up $10,000 US.
Everybody, please give it all you got for this year's winner from Australia, Russ Henshaw, ladies and gentlemen!
The after-party raged, as the Danish let us all know how it was done, and Klaus Finn popped one of the biggest bottles of champagne ever seen. Our reporter in the field, Thomas Stopblades, filed this report.
See me like still hit a jump, like I wanted to hit this jump, you know, I was like really, but I had it in my fire yesterday. Yesterday was not the day, you know? Especially seeing like Julian flat to death.
The Red Bull Playstreets returned to Bad Gastein and was bigger and better than ever. After the qualifying round, it was trimmed down to 8 of the best riders there. An honourable mention from this event has to go to Luki Brucic. This brother was steezing for a reason. Jossie Wells boss-manned his way back onto the podium, taking third, as Finnish wonder kid Antti Oilila took silver. The star of the night, however, was Elias Ambühl, who threw a ridiculous dub 10 on the smallest jump in the world. Claimed a star in the street and picked up a brand new dirt bike. Kelly P kicked off his tour of Europe with a rocking show after the event and will continue to keep us all inspired with his shows at the Austrian Open, in Innsbruck at the Aftershave Club, Flachau Winkel, Andorra, Barcelona, and finally a big finish at the Euro X Games in Teen. The SFR free skiing tour was on in La Cloustar, France, which is the home of Candide the Friendly Ghost and Don Lonzo, the styliest man in free skiing. The flying pizza boy Markus Eder was on fire again and had his eyes on the ultimate prize.
Well, it's my dream to compete at the X Games, so I'm definitely gonna come back next week.
Markus needs to place well in the final tour stop to secure his spot in the Winter X Games. In more important news, the Banana Bar will be back. We'll be rocking out at the Austrian Open and sending it large at the hometown of the Banana Bar in Lux at the European Freeski Open. So make sure you're there. And now for the weather. The sun has finally pissed off. The delicious white stuff that had been existing only as a memory for so long has finally returned to blanket our mountains. Snowfall will briefly subside in the Arlberg and then commence again around the 25th of February, with much heavier falls around the eastern mountains of Europe. Scandinavia will see some of the heavier falls around the 3rd of March, and falls in Iceland will remain steady for the next 2 weeks. Thanks for joining us on Down Days News. I'm the Banana Guy. I'll leave you guys tonight with a few highlights of the last 2 weeks. Peace. Dude, I'm so shit at this. Our top stories tonight. Damn it! Chair turn. Fuck off. Our top stories tonight. Bananas are not meant to read the news. Bleh. Shined up. She just shined up. Oh yeah. I don't really have much of a follow-up story for that. It's kind of rubbish. In front of the Frenchies, Adrian someone and this other guy who probably likes melted cheese and red wine. Fuck, that guy's got a shit name. Get a better name, French guy. 4-year deal with Kaestle. I've got my glasses on. I'm not reading what I've written down and I'm making shit up. Woo! No, I was going to say something heaps funny about drunk Danish people and I forgot it. That is a mouthful. You're a mouthful. That was rubbish and it was not epic and I liked that word a little bit too much. Fuck that. Read what you wrote, Sean. Quote from Markus, yada yada. Meh. I'm not saying this very well at all.